Hello and welcome to another video. So today's video, well, you'll see the team and you'll know exactly what we're in store for. But there were a few pretty exciting battles in here. So there's 3 sets altogether. Enjoy. Hopping in right away, we got Mandibuzz. So you know very well that I'm pretty much just going to go for Blizzard. And it's Air Slash, which is definitely worse for me overall. Snarl's a lot better as it doesn't do as much damage, even though it does generate moves faster, but I can survive 2 foul plays no problem with Snarls. Where IV dependent, I've actually been like 1 HP in a dream, if not knocked out, with like Air Slashes and 2 foul plays. So it's close, that's to say the least. Gonna go for that Blizzard. Do they shield? Do they not? Either way, I'm okay. They don't shield, so I'm gonna swap right away into Noctowl. They come in with Empoleon, and they are down a shield. So I will go for the Shadow Ball. It will not take it out, but hopefully we get the second shield. And we get the second shield. Amazing! And I let this go. Excuse me. And they're going to farm me down. Unfortunately, I don't get the next Shadow Ball off. I will be shielding up the Machamp. I mean, technically, Drill Peck's the better move, but Hydro Cannon does so much damage anyway, it's fine. Unfortunately, they sneak a Air Slash through, which is not great. I do get the Cross Drop through. And then I have to catch a Mud Bomb potentially catching Mud Bomb onto my Wish Cache. So I'm able to get this Cross Drop off. I believe they're 1 away from the next Mud Bomb since I got an extra counter through from earlier, Empoleon, Mandibuzz, whatever. And I'm able to get there, take it out, and then I swap because I thought they had a move, and I Mud Shot down the Mandibuzz. So let's go! Mud Shot down the Flying Umbreon. You love to see it. On to the next match. Wish Cache Mirror. So I like going for the Blizzard first, but they come with Frost House. I'd love to see this. I will stand with Wish Cache no problem. Even Noctowl can handle Wish Cache fairly comfortably so long as I shield a Blizzard. And even then it still survives with Blizzard. So I'm in no danger. I'm not in as much danger as the opponent thinks they're putting me in. So definitely going to play this out. If I can win Switch, even though I didn't switch myself, that would be ideal. Oh yeah, definitely will be shielding and farming down. So I am at a shield disadvantage, but I'll have a load of energy out of this. Most likely they'll come back in with Wish Cache, would be my guess. They do. Let's go straight for the Blizzard. Do we get it? Bang! Let's go. Okay, I mean, semi-bang. It's only half health, but still. I will, was going to shield up, but I thought it would be a Blizzard, but they swapped into their own Noctowl, which is great. I need to see this. Machamp does not want to see this. This is perfect. Excuse me. So even though I'm down a shield, it's like this energy lead is crucial to kind of keep it something more or less even between the Noctowl Mirror. So this is fine. I will definitely save the shield for my Machamp. So we're just going to let this play out. Most likely I will lose this. I don't remember the counts right now. I believe I was counting, pretty sure. I do swap in to get Wish Cache going. They have to throw because I'm going to get a Mud Bomb off. And of course, I do have a Cross Drop loaded, so I will win CMP tie. They know it, and that's why they surrender. So good game to my opponent. Very well played. Man, farming down in 2 matches in a row. Some birds with the Wish Cache. Love to see it. On to the next match. Versus Feraligatr. I've only faced this like once or twice in the Great League, so it's a waterfall. I didn't want to wait because it can no Ice Fang, and my Noctowl would not want to safe swap into that. I do decide to stay in at this point. I will let the Hydro Cannon go through. I have 2 Mud Bombs ready to go, so hopefully I can get a shield out of this and some chip damage. They do sneak a waterfall through. Not ideal. I believe I switch now into Noctowl, and they swap into their Drifblim. So not ideal. I will go for the Shadow Ball. They are an icy win. I can survive it, so I will let it go. And then I go for the Shadow Ball. I will be going for Shadow Ball now. I need to cause damage, even with the debuff, so I will not be baiting, and it is a little riskier. I believe I shield this. No, I let it go. Yeah, because the Hex does nothing. So yeah, do I get to the next Shadow Ball? I do. I'm timing it as best as I can. Do they shield again? I am debuffed. They do. And then I'm going to go again. I believe they'll need to... oh, they catch on a Feraligatr. That was perfect. They knew they couldn't farm me out, so either they had to throw or catch, and oh, that was a beautiful catch. I got to give it to my opponent there. So now I am 2 shielded Machamp versus the world with a potential 3rd shield / sack swap on the Wish Cache. I am going to do this, do the Icy Wind me. They Shadow Ball, so that's even better. I can cause a little more damage. I'm able to catch onto Drifblim. If they're smart, they'll end a charge, which they totally do. I will do some chip damage with the Mud Bomb. This is not ideal. They can just go for Icy Winds all day, which is the correct play. Then they go into Ariados, so I have to live this Cross Poison, which I should. I have to save the shield for Drifloon. They're gonna make it to a move. And they got the attack boost. Oh no! So I'm thinking like this is over, but I'll still play it out. Who knows? I get a Rock Slide. I have to get a Rock Slide against, and I sneak a counter through. That is crucial. So I'm like, can I get there? And I get there. Oh my gosh. Had the attack boost not happened, I think I still would have won. But oh my gosh, that was so close. Good game to my opponent. Oh, that was. Them getting the attack boost made me scared that I was going to lose that match. Hopping into the next match. Oranguru, glad to see this on the lead, at least not with Machamp, so I will stay in. When it's new mons like this, I do debate on Blizzard or Mud Bomb. I will go for the Mud Bomb as Oranguru has some good bulk to it. I do live the Psychic. Go for the Blizzard. Do we get it? Nope, Shield. Not surprising. I get to another Blizzard. Let's go. Right before that Confusion takes me out. And we get it. Bang. Let's go. And I do come in with Noctowl. I will farm down. I live whatever they throw at me, even a Future Sight, which is the more powerful move, I believe, but not as energy efficient. And then they come in with Greedent. I do get a little greedy here, admittedly, so I will let this first Body Slam go through. Yeah, I definitely miscounted. So I will shield. At this point, I should be able to farm down, I want to say. Nope, I'm nervous they're going to get to one more Body Slam, so I throw the Cross Chop. At least I have one ready to go for the Oranguru. Who do they have next? If not Oranguru, it is Wireless, so I am going to Cross Chop, get the final shield. I believe I swap into Noctowl. Yes, I do. I have to be wary of a Sack Swap potential. I will go for a Sky Attack right away to get some chip damage. Then this is crucial, so I have to be careful, but thankfully they don't swap, so I'm able to get this Sky Attack off. That's going to take out with one more Wing Attack, and that's a good game to my opponent. Very well played. On to the next match here. Whiscash versus Diggersby. So, pretty neutral overall, just because Blizzard doesn't one-shot. I will stay in and get a Blizzard going on this Pelipper. I need to get some damage. Pelipper's kind of a semi-core breaker, just because it's so spammy with the Weather Balls, and if I let a Hurricane on a Noctowl, that can cause problems. Go for the Blizzard, and then I'm going to swap out into my Noctowl. So now I'm going to Shield Advantage. Our Hurricane won't take me out. Ideally, I do shield it, though. I will let this go through, and I call the bait. Perfect. They're going to go for another Weather Ball right away. I will totally take this as well. Then I'm going to go for a Sky Attack here. Do I farm down? I believe I do shield to farm down. Yep, definitely shield. Weather Ball would have taken me out. Then I will be loaded with energy. And then I totally don't know what they come in with. Clearly not Diggersby. And it's a Froslass. Perfect. I will come in with my Whiscash. I do shield this up. Diggersby should still be energy dry, so I'm going to go for these Mud Bombs for days. Looks like because of that sneak, I am going to have to rely on Machamp to beat both Froslass and the Diggersby, so double duty here. But that shouldn't be a problem anymore. I believe they're at least 2 short. I don't think they're one, because I think I need 2 counters. Yep, I get there, and this is going to be a good game, as I can go for a Cross Chop, but they get the bait, unfortunately. They're not the bait, the Sack Swap, so that's unfortunate. I do go for a Cross Chop, and at this point, it's low enough that my Noctowl can farm down. This is their Earthquake CMP tie for sure. So, good. Sack Swap on my opponent definitely made the game a lot closer, but it's energy dry, so Noctowl's able to farm down, and that is a good game to my opponent. Very well played. Excuse me. We went 5-0 in that set. I'll bring up the second one shortly, and a nice Skarmory to boot. Righty, here we are with the second set here. Dewgong, so I am going to soft lose this. I will do as much damage as I can. They will still have a fair amount of health, but that's good farm for Machamp, though, at the end of the day. So just timing these kind of like with the Euphyst right before they launch their Icy Wind. So yeah, definitely Euphyst is better against the Dewgong if I take it into more shields. Whiscash, this is just a straight loss in even shield situations. since its attack does get debuffed over time with those icy winds. I will let this next one go through. And then I get another Mud Bomb through here. So I believe I let the Dew Gun farm me down, and I just decide to, nope, I'm going to come in with Noctowl. I will let this Icy Wind go through. Yeah, it can be a if it's I prefer Whiscash being farmed down, but that was so much farm though, I think. And I'm gonna have a 2-shielded Machamp against the world. Great. What do they have next? It's a Charmer, and I top left because that's a good game. Ha 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 ha! Hard countered there. On to the next match, we have Whiscash versus Diggersby, so we kind of see how this goes. Some swap, some don't. I can land a Blizzard, but it will not take it out, and it'll still have enough HP where it sometimes IV dependent, but generally survives the Mud Bomb after the fact. And they shield, totally fine. I will let this first Earthquake go through. I totally live it just fine. Again, they do outpace me in terms of Earthquake versus Blizzard. Do I try to Nope, but don't try to swap. I will shield this up, assuming it's an Earthquake. A Fire Punch will not take me out. It'll tickle at best. And then they go for Frostlass. So, good thing I did not throw, and I'm staying in, because I need to get this Frostlass as low as possible, so that way likely my Machamp can farm down. Again, Frostlass being so glassy and having that Ice typing makes it single resisted to fighting type moves, versus the typical double resisted / no effect if you were playing the main series games. I do swap in now. I should be able to farm down after expending using a shield here. 5. I think they're right there or one short of the next Avalanche. And who do they come in with? A Diggersby. So they must be weak in the back to Machamp to bring in a Diggersby here. I will farm up again. I do decide to go for next Cross Shot just to get the Diggersby out of here, as it would get to a move. I was definitely on a Fire Punch. And then I am with a Pelipper. Cross Chop will do enough chip damage that I will live a Hurricane, and a Hurricane and Noctowl will be fine. Plus they throw, so at this point it's a good game. Noctowl will clean up this Pelipper. They tried to undercharge, and I totally respect that. It was the right call. Unfortunately, they just didn't know how to Noctowl in the back, and that's a good game to my opponent. Very well played. On to the next match. We have Mandibuzz. So we have definitely seen this way too many times, how I've played this out. But it's Air Slash, which I definitely prefer Snarl over. Ugh, don't like Air Slashes. Seeing the people use Air Slash Mandibuzz, though, from the meta jams and the regional tournaments, though, has definitely been a smart play, though. Mud Bomb, and then I'm going to come in with Machamp. I believe I farmed down. I will let this go through, because Mandibuzz will likely farm down anyway. I do have to shield once here. I think I was trying to farm down, but that didn't work, at least without using a shield. I will do a Rock Slide. They sneak in, which isn't great. It'd be nice to get an extra counter off, but 'twas not meant to be. And then, do I bait here? I could bait, because the Blizzard would take it out. I do get the bait. I think I'm one short of the next Mud Bomb, but I will come in with Noctowl, and I'm pretty sure I'll have to expend a Sky Attack either way. I'm just trying to farm up as much as I dare. Farm up a little bit, get the Sky Attack going. If they shield, they're weak in the back. They are, so I definitely will shield the next Foul Play. I should be shielding. Yep, definitely shielding. And then I think I can farm down, actually. They come in with Whiscash, which totally makes sense. And now I have to catch a Blizzard on here. And, you know, I have to catch a move, bottom line. A Blizzard would be worst case scenario. So I'm counting. I come in. I try to use the Mud Bomb, but they get their move first. And it's a Blizzard. Let's go! So I'm able to come in, use Sky Attacks for days, and hopefully can win this matchup. They shouldn't get to a Blizzard by the time I farm down. They don't. Now I have a Sky Attack loaded, and that's a good game. They know it. That's why they left. So GG's to my opponent. Very well played. On to the next match. I like these pauses here. I can recollect my thoughts. Alrighty, hopping in. Whiscash versus Whiscash. So, Mirror, you see how I like to play this? It's just a style that I've really liked. And if you ever face me and know the team I'm using, then it's your choice to shield or not. So, the mind games are still very real, even if you know typically what I'm going to do. Going to go for the Blizzard, and it lands. Let's go! Going to go for the Mud Bomb, but I will survive this. I do shield. It is a Mud Bomb. Good bait on my opponent. And then they go for another Mud Bomb, so I can farm up a little bit, and I will be down a shield, but should have some energy coming out of this. They do sneak in a Mud Shot, which is not ideal, especially if they get to another one, but they don't, so that's okay. Then they come with a Surfetch, so I am going to go for a Mud Bomb. Hopefully this gets a shield, and I can get to one more Mud Bomb, and I do. I think they lagged for a second, because no counter came through. I'm not sure if I would have lived that, but they get me down, and I come in with Noctowl. Definitely not a Brave Bird, and a close combat shouldn't take me out. It's a Night Slash. So I should be able to farm this bird down, taking one more Night Slash in the process. So will not expend my final shield here. Come in with I believe a Fire Spin Cancer Ninetales. And it's a Shadow, not surprising. No, it's an Ember! Alrighty. Leave it to Cindy for creating a new meta with Cancer Ninetales. So, definitely going to shield the Weather Ball, and I will go for the Rock Slide. This is game over. Surfetch does not have a move. GG's to my opponent. Very well played. Hopping into the final match in the second set here shortly. Whiscash versus Salazzle. You'll love to see it. They're going to swap out into Hakamo. Not Hakamo. Yeah, Hakamo. Oh my god, I can't remember its thing. It's Kommo-o for the final evolution, but definitely some spice. XL spice at that with the Hakamo-o. I will go for a Sky Attack. These Dragon Tails are chunking overall in the long term. It takes a while to get to the Sky Attacks. Do I let this go? Yeah, I don't want to expend my last shield yet. I would prefer shield advantage, and I will go for the Sky Attack. They do sneak a Dragon Tail, which is not ideal. I don't think I would have gotten to another Sky Attack anyway. Yeah, definitely not, but a couple extra wing attacks wouldn't hurt. And then I'm going to farm up here. It is within Mud Bomb range, and of course no shield, so they can't shield a thing. I'm going to let this next Dragon Claw go through. I believe its other move is Brick Break, so like, just go for Dragon Claw at this point, unless, it's like a Steel or Normal type. And even then, it's still kind of disappointing from what I understand. Go for the Mud Bomb, Normal type, it's a Lick of Tongue, and then it's Salazzle. I do have to shield this Poison Fang up, as the Incinerates will chunk even more with the debuff, and of course, with the added damage, I would just die. So I am going to farm up as much as I dare, timing it right with the second one. Incinerate, Rock Slide takes it out. I have to get to a Cross Chop. I am debuffed, so these licks are chunking overall. Even though Lick of Tongue's not the Glass Cannon type. And I'm able to farm down the Lick of Tongue still. Let's go! GG's to my opponent. Very well played. So let's see. That was a nice 4-1 set, I believe. Yeah. So hang tight. Here we have the third and final set. So hopping into this match, we have Whiscash versus Mandibuzz. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. Again, prefer Snarl over Air Slash, but you have to manage with what you know. And as you can see, I've been able to win matches, and of course I've lost some. So, we Blizzard, they shield. I should survive the second foul play and live to get to another Blizzard. It's close. Oh, they go. Oh, Ferrothorn, so they catch it. I mean, Blizzard's a harder hitting move, that's fine. I will come in with Machamp. They will get to a move, so I have to expend my shield, which is okay, especially if it's power up. That way I don't get potentially debuffed by a Mirror Shot. So I am able to farm down. They do come in with a Mandibuzz, not surprising. I will go for a Rock Slide. Do I go for a Cross Chop after this? That's the question. Oh, yeah. Oh, nope, I let this go. I think I'm going to farm down with Noctowl, I believe was the play I make. Yeah, definitely. Whiscash has no health left. It's Sack Swap only. So definitely going to farm down. I can definitely take a foul play here. If I have to take a second one, I'm likely going to shield to preserve some health. In comes Diggersby, so I'm just like, I'm not even counting, honestly, because I'm just like, maybe it's over. But then again, they're still staying, so I'm like, I know it has Hyper Beam, but this was not in my head in a direct sense. I decided to shield, and I shield the Hyper Beam. Oh my gosh. So I am going to go for a Sky Attack. I'm going to farm down. I have a feeling they're going to go at last HP. I swap, and we catch the move. What do we catch? The Hyper Beam. Let's go! And that's going to be a good game, as I will get to double Sky Attack if I haven't already, versus the Mandibuzz, and that is a good game, which I was already at. So, Trainer, very good spice with the Hyper Beam Diggersby. Oh my gosh, that, had I not shielded, you would have won the game. So, whoo! That was a hype battle. Alrighty, let's get into this next match here. skipped ahead a few seconds to save time. Wish Kashmir. We know what I do here. It's pretty obvious. Gonna go for that Blizzard. I do try to sneak, as I believe my attack IV is like 1 or 0, so odds are I'm gonna lose a CMP tie. That's why you don't see me always going for the CMP tie at that same moment. Go for the Blizzard, and I get it. Let's go. I decide not to shield this. I think it's gonna be another Mud Bomb. And what is it? It's a Blizzard! I get banged to myself, but I get this Mud Bomb last second, living on more or less 1 HP in a dream. And I knock out the Wish Cache, which is great. Alrighty. Gotta come with Machamp here. It's actually the better counter two-way Frostlass than Noctowl, because I do outpace and only had 1 Powder Snow. So I will get to 3 Cross Shots before it's 3 Avalanches. I will go for a Cross Shot before they get their second Avalanche, so they can shield, hopefully, which they do. Great. I will shield again. And then once I get to double Cross Chop, it's over, as long as I don't, do CMP tie. I don't know what they swapped in here, but clearly they know exactly what I'm doing, and it's a Noctowl. And this should be game over, as I can totally farm down, take 2 Sky Attacks comfortably, have double Sky Attack for the Frostlass, Shadow Ball is not necessary, and that is going to be a good game to my opponent. Very well played. Oh, and they know it, so that's why they let it go. So good game to my opponent. Very well played again. Yep, just got to know the matchups. I remember my first time being shocked by losing to a Machamp in the 2 shields with Frostlass. I'm like, wait. Then I'm like, oh, wait, it's a bit different in Pokemon Go with these typings and resistances than the main games. Excellent lead with Wish Cache. Swap into Machamp. I believe I was quick enough that I should be able to farm down, especially with that sneak. So they don't get to a second Body Slam. Yes, I do, so I only have to expend 1 shield. It's perfect. I go for the Rock Slide. Definitely not baiting. I got all this energy. Might as well use it properly. And I get the knockout with the counter. I don't get the Cross Shot versus the Wish Cache, but I have enough bulk on my 2 mons that I can get through both shields. And I only need 1 shield anyway for the Grand Bull. They are going to shield these Mud Bombs out just because it would do such a huge chunk that they don't want to... They don't know what I have in the bag, which is why they're shielding. And then I come in with Noctowl. This game's over, even if they get the debuff from the Crunch, as I will get to the Sky Attack before they get to their next move. So good game to my opponent. Very well played. I totally get why they saved both shields for the Charmer. Right. Hopping into the next battle. We have Wish Cache versus Empoleon. It's a pretty positive lead. The Mud Bombs do chunk a fair amount against Empoleon. It's definitely Glacier in Great League than Ultra League. So definitely going to go for Mud Bomb. Hopefully they shield. They do. I love getting shields early typically, but, obviously you work with what you got at the end of the day. Going to let this Hydro Cannon go. Going to go for another Mud Bomb. Do they shield? Do they not? I'm hoping they let it go through, but they shield again, and I'm going to let this go down. Unfortunately, I missed the 3rd Mud Bomb. I will shield, obviously. Why would I not shield? That'd be stupid not to. They come in with Mandibuzz, and this was my mistake, because obviously you can't know, but sometimes you got to realize when they swap like that, they are trying to lure out the hardest counter to the Mon you still don't know in the back, and you're going to see this is clearly the case at the end of the day. Yeah, I should have stayed in with Mandibuzz. I should have stayed in with my Machamp. Noctowl would have been okay against the Empoleon. Yeah, and that's definitely a strong Mandibuzz. So, hint how this battle goes. Yeah, it's just rough all around. That I fell for it, but that's the play they had to make, and it's a Wigglytuff. See what I'm saying? I needed to stay in. Noctowl obviously doesn't hard counter Wigglytuff, but yeah, that's why I top left. So good game to my opponent, very well played. You just got to recognize that sometimes you just don't get the alignment you want all the time because they know exactly how to dance around. Even in Zionic's video with Tropius today, which is an amazing video, I should say, he was definitely dancing around with that. So sometimes you just got to know, again, when to dance around, when to swap, catch, etc., etc. But hopping into the final match of the whole video. Diggersby. Man, I wonder how this will go. Granted, some swap, some don't, so it leaves a little variety. Gonna go for this Blizzard. They don't use their Earthquake, but I'm like, okay, that's fine. They do let it go through, so bang, let's go. Earthquake. I'm gonna try to get to this Mud Bomb. They tried to catch on the crest, which is totally fine. I will use a Blizzard, and then I believe I swap in the Noctowl. Nope, I'm going to let Cresselia take me out. That way I don't have to use a switch. Excuse me. Will come with Noctowl. I will let whatever move they have go through. Even Future Sight won't take me out. It's a Moonblast, so they definitely need another Moonblast to take me out. I will go for the Shadow Ball, as Sky Attack will not take it out. Hopefully Shadow Ball does, or I can take it out for the next move. It does. Then it is a Frostlass. I will go for Sky Attack to get chip damage or a shield. Frostlass is that glassy, and I'm definitely saving shields for my Machamp. Yep, definitely. Machamp is my win con, is what I'm seeing here, so I'm going to let this go through. They do farm up a little bit of extra energy. Not the best, but I can easily come out of here using both shields and hopefully can beat whatever's in the back. We'll go for a cross drop. This should next to, if not take it out. It does take it out, and it's a Diggersby. They will be going for Fire Punch, so that's what I need to do. And they clearly don't want to see my Machamp. They know it's loaded, so GG's to my opponent. Very well played. A nice another 4-1 set here. And yeah, it's a Mienfoo. I mean, it's kind of garbage. Unfortunately, just doesn't have a good move set. So, yeah. So, with this team, of the 3 sets I did, went, I think, 5, 4, and 4. 13, 2. And then with the 6-4 from the Cofagrigus team, went 19-6 overall. So, very solid day. GBL, I am at rank 18 now. So, don't think I'll make it to rank 20 by the time the cups rotate tomorrow, but I will do my sets in the remix and open Great League tomorrow. But thank you all for watching. Leave a like and hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.